Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg here today, bringing us a little bit of a different video. We're going to be going over how to warm up properly, how to make sure that you are improving your accuracy, and overall just learning spawns. There's a lot of things you guys can do with private match, so one of my biggest tips in this game is to actually not just play public matches or game battles or whatever it is you might be wanting to do, but it's also to practice against bots. And this is something even pro players will do in professional games, whether it be COD professionals, Counter-Strike professionals, all different types of people. Practicing against bots is very important. So we're going to go ahead to custom game, we're going to go to game setup, and we're going to basically choose the map we want to learn. For me, I just like to go ahead and use shipment because I basically know the spawns on all the maps and how they work and stuff like that. And I'm also going to put it on free-for-all just so that way everyone's shooting at each other. So all the bots are just not targeting me, and there's a lot of action going on. Excuse me, I just had a protein shake. I just came back from the gym. Holy crap. Anyways, so what I like to do is make sure the bots are set, as well as radar always on with a normal sweep. And then have the bots on up to about 8 in free-for-all, and then if you're going to be playing a team-based game, put 5 on your team, 6 on the other. And then basically right here, I'm just going to show you guys the class setup that I'm going to use for this gameplay. So we're going to go ahead over to these SMGs. We're going to make the MP5 because it's the most cracked sub in the game. And we're going to go ahead and make the monolithic suppressor, Merc foregrip, 45 round magazine, stippled grip tape, and F-Tac collapsible stock. And the reason we're using this is just because it's a pretty basic MP5 class setup, pretty sweaty setup. And just going to make sure we're getting our aim on point, stuff like that, just practicing, and that's what the point is. So for your perks, you're going to use Scavenger, Restock, and Amped. The reason why is Scavenger, you'll get more ammo, Restock, you'll get unlimited stims and C4s, whatever you may be using, and then Amped, so you can use your lethal and tactical a little bit faster, as well as swap weapons a little bit faster. So make sure you have your bots set as well. Don't forget that part. There's so many times I come in here and actually forget to set the bots because I am a bot, so that's what happens. But anyways, moving forward here, basically, as you guys are going to see in the gameplay in the background, it's just going to be me playing against bots. And this is the way I warm up if I don't play for a couple days, or if I feel that, I want to, back in the day whenever I used to play game battles and stuff like that, I used to spend about an hour warming up in here. We used to mix bots and other players. So if you guys have friends and you want to enjoy playing this with your friends too, because maybe your friends want to grind and try to get better, set it to a team and just have you and your friends playing against bots. Me and my friend Austin, back in the day, we used to play Black Ops 1 together, and if you guys don't know, I started playing Call of Duty in COD 4, and I didn't really own Call of Duty though until the end of Modern Warfare 2, because I was always on PC, and I just didn't really ever buy the game for PC because I just love Medal of Honor, old school Medal of Honor, not the one that came out in 2010 and beyond, but like the old World War II games, and I just stuck with those throughout all the years and stuff like that. So whenever I came over to console, I had to learn how to use a controller, and I was like a 0.3 KD player with about 10% accuracy. I was not good at all, and it took me a long time to improve, but Austin recommended to me because he was starting to watch videos on YouTube. I didn't yet. I didn't even know what YouTube was for gaming and stuff like that. And he was watching people like XJaws and all these other people, and he's like, hey, you should try this out. And I'm like, well, what is it? So we would start playing combat training together, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing here. It's against bots. You have all your perks, kill streaks, weapons, everything. And the nice thing about in this game is, compared to Black Ops 1, everything is unlocked for you to use in custom games. So basically you can learn, basically the map and use the setup that you want to try out. And it's also a great way to test out setups for Warzone, Ground War, whatever. Just test out a gun, see how it feels, see how the recoil control feels. You can test out your recoil control in this. There's a lot of different things you can do in here. Like I said, you can learn the spawns, and overall, I really just think that you guys need to start doing this if you're looking to improve a lot faster, just because you can get your accuracy flowing for the day. You can really focus on working on your accuracy if you need to work on your accuracy, like me right there, missing some shots, haven't played in a couple days, but yeah, overall, I really think that this is one of the best ways in the game to really start improving, and honestly, this is how I improved really fast. I went from being a 0.3 KD player back in Black Ops 1 all the way up to, like, by the end of its life cycle, about 1.3-ish, and then by the time Modern Warfare 3 came out, I was already over to 2s, and then, yeah, the rest is history. So I improved really quickly because I put the time in, and I really just wanted to I really did want to improve, and I practiced a lot in combat training. And like I said, this is something pros will even do. You'll see COD pros play against bots to warm up, or just to practice. You'll see Counter-Strike pros play against bots. You'll see people do Kovacs on PC. I don't know if some of you guys are PC players. Maybe you know about Kovacs. And Kovacs, what that is basically an aim trainer where you go in and you just basically shoot squares and you try to improve your aim. Since controller, there is no such thing as Kovacs for controller. This is the closest thing you have to it, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I think this is better than Kovacs. And the reason I think this is better than Kovacs is simply because you have actual targets that move around, shoot back. You have the actual weapons recoil, the ADS times, all that kind of stuff, and it's the best way to practice because you're actually using stuff that you would have to use in-game while you're playing. And I overall think that it is the best way to improve, even if you're on PC right now. Stop using Kovacs. Use Kovacs if the game doesn't have a way of playing against bots, like Fortnite or something like that, maybe Apex Legends. I really think that Kovacs is good for the games that don't already include that, but if you're using Kovacs for Modern Warfare, there's no point, because you have this. You have Private Match to improve. And this is even something, if you guys know who Nate Gibson is, if you're a PC player, he used to do this all the time with Black Ops 2, how he would improve the quote-unquote, like, aimbot flicks or whatever, just getting crazy aim. It was just practice. Practice makes perfect, and there's nothing wrong with just coming in here and taking your time to do this, and that's why I really wanted to show it to you guys. I wanted to show you guys how I set it up, and just overall what you guys can do to just improve as a player and stuff like that. So I don't really do this too often anymore. It's usually whenever I take breaks from the game, which recently has been quite often because I've just been so busy with schoolwork, getting my diet in check, and going back into my bodybuilding lifestyle. So yeah, I'm taking my time, but I promise you guys that the content's still going to be coming. I'm going to try to get daily uploads going again, and yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if this helps you improve. Remember that this is a process. It's not going to be one day from now your aim's going to be better. It's not going to be 5 days from now. It's not going to be 10 days from now. It might take months. But remember that practice makes perfect, and even if you put 30 minutes a day of doing this before you play online, I can promise you that you're going to see improvement in your overall aim and gameplay. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, and have a great day.